Each enemy was a friend, and none of it was about oil, religion, or land. It was all just pretend. Remember how we used to bend reality, like we were circus strongmen, like our imaginations were in shape then, like we were all ninjas trained in the deadly art of did not. Like I totally got you. Did not. Remember how we forgot? Remember how our parents told us never to look directly into the sun, and how we were their son, so we never looked directly into the mirror in fear that we would go blind? Remember how we used to find any old reason just to call someone we were crushing on? Like we could just pawn off our sense of embarrassment, buy a chunk of courage that would last just long enough to have us asking them about math and stuff, and how stuff was just stuff. Like I heard you're getting braces, now braces somehow were and still are kinda hot. Remember how we forgot? Remember how we all caught mono? And our folks would go, oh, the kissing disease. And our first steps into gangsterhood had us saying, mother please. Even though we'd never really kissed anyone, even though we never did half the things we said we'd done. We just spun yarns like Rumpelstiltskin spun gold. We told ghost stories, never realizing we would one day ourselves become ghosts, haunting the hallways of schools, breaking all the rules of silence in the library. But we had no chains to rattle, no voice to battle the fact that we had no vocal cords. We had only fingernails on chalkboards. And then we'd scream, shout and yell, trying to tell ourselves what experience can teach is what no teacher taught. Remember how we forgot? Once upon a time we were young. Our dreams hung like apples, waiting to be picked and peeled, and hope was something needing to be reeled in so we could fill the always empty big fish bin of the one that got away, and proudly say that this time, impossible is not an option. Because success is so akin to effort and opportunity, they could be related. So we took chances, we figure skated on thin ice, believed that each slice of life was served with something sweet on the side, and failure was never nearly as important as the fact that we tried. That in the war against frailty and limitation, we supply the determination it takes to make ideas and goals the parents of possibility. And we believe ourselves to be members of this family, not just one branch on one tree, but a forest whose roots make up a dynasty. So when I call you sis or bro, it's not lightly. And when I ask you to remember, it's because the future isn't what it used to be. So remember now. Pay tribute to every sacrifice laid upon the altar of somehow, for all the times somehow we overcame, somehow we pushed on, somehow we've gone the distance, and in going there we possess the freedom to map the uncharted lands of any and everywhere. We are unbound, 6 feet above the underground where we will all one day rest. So until then, test the limits, test the boundaries and borders, as if the headquarters of potential lay just beyond the world's edge. Let the belief that hope belongs to us all be the pledge you take to make the unachievable as inconceivable as the false fact that we were never here. We were here, and our memories are as dear to us as every slow motion moment to held breath. So remember every instant before death, every first kiss, first dance, near miss, last chance, yes, no, maybe so. Let us go the distance once more. Let us remember all the moments that were and were not. Like the point is something we can get, and what we can get is what we got. Because all we have are the times between the moments we connect each dot. So live and remember. Burn like an ember, capable of starting fires. Like each moment inspires the next. Like memories of the context we put ourselves in, so that life becomes the next of kin we need to notify in case of a big bang or extinction level event. Let now be our advent. Let us live like we meant it. Let us burn like we mean it. Because this world doesn't give a shit if we end in a train wreck or a car crash. If our story ends with a dot or a dash, if we were dust or ash. Cause all we were is all we'll be, and all we are is the in-between of so far, so good. So forget every would, could, or should not. Forget remembering how we forgot. Live like a plot twist exists now and in memory, because we burn bright. Our light leaves scars on the sun. Let no one say we will be undone by time's passing. The memories we are amassing will stand as testament that somehow we've bent minds around the concept that we see others within ourselves, that self-knowledge can't be found on bookshelves. So who we are has no bearing on how we appear. Look directly in every mirror, realize our reflection is the first sentence to a story, and our story starts, we were here.
So she woke up from where she was lying still. She said, I gotta do something about where we're going. Step on a steam train, step out of the driving rain, baby. Run from the darkness into the night. Singing la 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 la, the day. Ah la 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 day. Ah la 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 day. Sweeter the sin is bitter the taste in my mouth. I see 7 towers, but I only see one way out. You got to cry without weeping, talk without speaking, scream without raising your voice. You know I took the poison from the poison stream, and I throwed it out of here, singing la 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 day. Ah la 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 day. Ah la 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 day. She runs from the streets with her eyes painted red, under a black building cloud in the rain. In through a doorway she brings me her white golden pearls, stolen from the sea. She is raging, oh, she is raging, oh, and the storm blows up in her eyes. She will suffer the need of a chill. She's running to stand still. I'm still running. I'm still running. I'm still running. Still running. I stand still. It's good to see you guys tonight. Come sit down, will ya? Talk with me now. Let me see by your eyes there is so much life. Now we are biding our time for these myths to unwind all these changes we will confront. So speak out loud of all the things you are proud, and if you love this coast, keep it clean as it hopes, 'cause the way that it shines may just dwindle with time, and all the changes we will confront. You know, some people just won't understand. No, they won't understand these things. They'll say, thank you for the message, but I don't understand. No, I don't understand these things. The sacred land, it has seen many hands. It has wealth and gold, yet it's fragile and old, and all the greedy souls just don't care to know all the changes we will confront. You know, some people just won't understand. No, they won't understand these things. They'll say, thank you for the message, but I don't understand. No, I don't understand these things. So hold nice and close the ones that get to your soul, 'cause when it is cold, you won't feel so alone. Well, that road you take may just crack and break with all the changes that will confront. With each gift you share, you may heal and repair. With each choice you make, you may help someone's day. Well, I know you are strong, may your journey be long, and now I wish you the best of luck. Well, I know you are strong, may your journey be long, now I wish you the best of luck. You know, some people just won't understand. No, they won't understand these things. And they'll say, thank you for the message, but I don't understand. No, I don't understand these things. Well, I know you are strong, may your journey be long, now I wish you the best of luck. It's sure good to see you guys tonight. Tonight we are marching forward. We're fully into 213, whatever the hell that means. Something's in retrograde and people are alive and awake and the world's changing, and we're part of it. A whisper, whisper in my ear, say I will not be alone this time. I still hear my papa saying, don't run too far from home this time. Don't go too far. So I ran far from here. Somewhere I closed my eyes. I wake up in a dream, too close to see, but just close enough this time. Oh, this time. Oh, this time wasted so much time. Still no heart can I call mine. Now I look and I can't I fail, hell, and what if I fall this time? Oh, this time. So just like a remedy, an angel all in white. Why did she set me free? Only lonely just to break my heart tonight. Wide open tonight. Oh, sometimes I shout, sometimes I scream, I sing to break the line. I wake up in a dream, too close to see, but just close enough this time. Maybe it'll happen tonight. So I ran far from here. A vision all in white. Sometimes I shout, sometimes I scream. Oh, I scream, I can hear you. It's a night for screaming. Oh, sometimes I shout, sometimes I scream. Sharing with us just what he knows. Shining eyes are big and blue, and all around him water flows. This world to him is new. This world to him is new. To touch a face, oh, or to kiss a smile. New eyes see no race. The essence of a child, the essence of a child. Born to shimmer, born to shine, born to radiate. Born to live, born to love. We'll teach him how to hate. True love, it is a rock, smoothed over by a stream, and no ticking of the clock. No, no, truly measures what that means. Truly measures what that means. And this thing we call our time. I heard a brilliant woman say, she said, you know, it's crazy how I want to try and capture mine. I think I love this woman's ways. I think I love this woman's woman, oh, the way she shimmers, the way she shines, the way she radiates, the way she lives, the way she loves, the way she never Sometimes I think of all this that can surround all of us. I know it all is being mine. Then she comes to me, oh, and she wraps her arms around me. She gives me hope, she gives me love, she gives me time. Oh, 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 and I feel fine. And this time I cannot change. So here's to looking back. You know, drink a whole bottle of my pride and I would toast to change. Just get these demons off my back. Just get these demons off my back. Because I'm born to shimmer. I'm born to shine. I'm born to radiate. I'm born to live. I'm born to love. They'll try to teach me how to hate. We're born to shimmer. We're born to shine. We're born to radiate. To love, we're born to never hate, never hate. Turn hate into hope, and hope for a change. Change, be the change, 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 change. Be the change. Change, 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 change. On Valentine's Day, I asked Sarah what she wanted to do, and she wanted to go down to Seattle to go to 1 Billion Rising, and I hadn't heard of it. 1 Billion Rising. Raise your hand if you've heard of it so far. A small handful. 1 billion rising. 1 billion women rose in one day. Across the world, it was the greatest, largest gathering of people across the world. We went to the one in Seattle. We had our Sufi family dancing in New York at the one there. 1 billion rising to stand up against, to rise out of female abuse that has gone on through centuries, seems to roll that way. And so to take all that power and take it back, and dance through it, a goddess. So there we were on Valentine's Day, down in Seattle, raining, dancing for the goddess. Peggy was there, and little Katie was there, and dancing for our mamas and our sisters and our daughters. Making a change. 1 billion rising right now. You go to the website, check it out, see how you can, even by just watching it, you get involved. And then you pick something else and walk forward in that. 1 billion rising on Valentine's Day. It's just like the goddess to do it on the day of love too. Change, 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 change. So another gatherings that we've went to down in Seattle, Idle No More. Raise your hands if you've heard of Idle No More. It's the indigenous tribes standing tall and rising up for indigenous rights. The land that is there, they want it to be there for the rest of us. So they gather and drum and pray, and we'll be idle no more. And I got something from that I want to play for you guys tonight. But before that, I'd like to just say that as the rising happens, it won't be televised, won't even be on YouTube. It'll be in the heart. It'll be a revolution never come with a warning. A revolution never send you an omen. A revolution just arise like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up the snoring. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. They're telling you to never worry about the future. They're telling you to never worry about the torture. They're telling you that you will never see the horror. Spend it all today and we will bill you tomorrow. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. 3-piece through the bank accounts in Bahamas. Wall Street crime will never send you to the slammer. Tell all the children in the arms of the mamas. The F-15 is a homicide bomber. TV commercials popping like a vulture. Drug companies circling like a vulture. Amaraki babies with a G.I. Joe father. 10 years from now, is anybody gonna bother? Yell, fire! Oh, oh, yell, fire! Yell, fire! Yell, fire! Wake up! A revolution never come with a warning. A revolution never send you an omen. A revolution just arise like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up the snoring. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Pushing on. Everyone addicted to the same nicotine. Everyone addicted to the same gasoline. Everyone addicted to the Technicolor screen. Everybody gotta get their hands on the same green. From the banks of the river to the banks of the greedy. All of the rich is taken back by the needy. We come from the country, we come from the city. Play us on a record, you can play us on a CD. Oh, 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 oh. All the shit they giving us is fertilizer. They're the seeds that planted we can never brutalize. Tell the corporations they will never globalize it. Like Peter Tosh says, legalize it. Boys and the girls. Oh, we did. Shit. Boys and the girls and the bass and the treble. Rumbling in the speakers and it makes me wanna rebel. Throw your hands up and take it to another level. Never, ever, ever make a deal with the devil. Yell, fire! Yell, fire! Fire, 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 fire. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, wake up, wake up, wake up. A revolution never come with a warning. A revolution never send you an omen. A revolution just arise like the morning. Ring the alarm, we got to wake up the snoring. Yeah, like that. We've been waking up here. We're a little ahead of the curve, aren't we, though? And we legalized gay marriage, too. What the hell? It took so long, and now you can be in love with who you want to be in love with. Yeah, 2013. Excuse me, mister, do you have the time? Or are you so important that it stands still for you? Excuse me, mister, won't you lend me your ear? Or are you not only blind, but do you not hear? Excuse me, mister, isn't that oil in the sea? And the pollution in the air, mister, whose could that be? So I'm taking the mister from out in front of your name, 'cause it is the mister like you who puts the rest of us to shame. When you're rattling on heaven's gate, by then, oh my, then it is too late. 'Cause mister, when you get there, they won't ask how much you saved. No, no, no. All they want to know is, mister, what you gave. Excuse me, mister, I'm a mister too, and you're giving mister a bad name, mister like you. So I'm taking the mister from out in front of your name, 'cause it is the mister like you who puts the rest of us to shame. I've seen enough. I have seen enough to know I have seen too much. Excuse me, mister, do you have the time? Or are you so important that it stands still for you? Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long, long, long way from home. Sometimes I feel like a bird in the sky. Sometimes I feel like a bird in the sky. Sometimes I feel like a bird in the sky. A long, long way from home. Sometimes I feel like freedom is near. Sometimes I feel like freedom is near. Sometimes I feel like freedom is near. But I'm so far, far away from home. Until the philosophy that holds one race superior and another else more significant, no, than the color of his eyes. You know, everywhere is home. Everywhere is home. Thanks. Home. I'm from here, from Hollywood Hill in Woodinville. Grew up just looking over the valley here. Seen it before Microsoft, when Ben Franklin was the largest factory in town. And there was a feed store here. It was like growing up here and being a part of this place and feeling like from my whole consciousness, I'm born, raised here, I'm native, I'm from here. And then as people start to come in to work for the companies here in town, I think all of a sudden people from around the globe are now here in my hometown, and there's new sights and new smells and new food and new songs and new things to talk about and make us a neighborhood, and it's been this exciting time. And then went over the summer through the work I've done in the Arts Commission for the city of Redmond, went over to kind of activate and bring more light to the Dudley Carter Longhouse, just a mile away from here in a little park, one of the most sacred pieces of land in town. And a lot of times the carvings you see around are his along the trail. A wood carver who built this longhouse, and the Snoqualmie tribe was there, and of course Chiokton, our local flute player storyteller, was there. And as I think in my whole history of my life, I've been here my whole life, and then to find out that the Native Americans have been here 6,000 years. It was in 1960 that the last one was finally asked to leave, or forced to leave, to go to different spots and clear out this area. In 1960, after 6,000 years. And it just kind of puts this into perspective of being native myself, and then respecting the native in all of us, and how you come to a place and how you accept the new things. And as Idle No More starts to come together and drum, and to be with different tribes gathering down on the waterfront, to even just start to pray again for the earth. I wanted to show you a little something about Idle No More, to give you a little more information and further that, and then play that for you. Come back, and I'm gonna bring up Miss Alicia after. So here's a video about Idle No More.
The speaking today. Really, it's these drums that are centuries old, these trees that are with us that are doing the speaking today. That's what this is about. We have been taught from the time we were little that we have had no power. We've been taught from the time we were little that we aren't worth anything. And the reality is they've tried every kind of genocidal tactic on us, and we are still here. The There's been a lot of damage done to our communities, to our families, to our peoples in many different ways. But we need to wipe that clean. We need to heal from that now, because it's time for us to reach into our true selves, reach into those ancestors that run in the blood of our veins, in the cells of our bodies, because we are all related to each other and to them. These trees, the water, the land, every part of the beings are depending on us, because we have the ability to stop these machines, to stop that monster that's trying to lay its way across the tracks of our Mother Earth from our Turtle Island. My name is Lakota Hardin, Tashina Skawi, Aminikoju and Yankton Lakota, Dakota, and Ho-Chunk. I'm also adopted into the Deshitan clan, Raven, from the Tlingit Nation from Sitka, Alaska. I was raised in the American Indian movement. I was raised with women of all red nations, and on the Pine Ridge Reservation, my family was part of the Wounded Knee takeover. So I was raised at a very conscious level of what this government was actually doing. When I was 7 years old, my 97-year-old grandmother, great-great-grandmother, told me stories of what it was like before the invasion came, when our people were truly free. And she told me about this time coming. So I've spent a lifetime doing the work that I do to try and help people overcome the internalized oppression, helping people to be aware of what is really happening, what is really going on in this country. And with that, I decided that I would just keep going, keep working, doing whatever I could, because I knew that the ancestors were returning to us. So when all the young people started rising up all over in many places, starting in the north, in Canada, and when Teresa Spence went on her hunger strike and said,
and that is going on right now. There's been a few gatherings down in Seattle, and to tell you, to be down at Pike Place and overlook the Puget Sound and be singing and praying and drumming, and having May and Katie and Sarah there, and being some of the few white people that were there, of just starting to, that consciousness is going out. So I wanted to spread that out to you guys tonight. And on that path, I'd like to bring up Miss Alicia to the stage as Alicia McLeish. In this turbulent time of change, this next song seems really appropriate. Traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. Rise up, shepherd, rise up. Your flock has roamed farther from the hills. See, the stars are faded, sky is still. Angels are praying, glory, hallelujah.
And
wash this land. Jesus said the money changes and this temple will not stand. Find your flock, get them to higher ground. Flood waters rising, we're Canaan bound.
And we've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground.
Tend to your flock, or they will stray. We'll be called for our service come Judgment Day. Before we cross that river wide, the blood on our hands will come back on us twice.
And we've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground.
Rise up, shepherd, rise up.
Rocky ground.
Your flock
We've been
has
traveling
roamed
over
farther
rocky
from the
rocky
hills.
ground.
Stars
We've
are
been traveling
faded,
over
sky
rocky
is still.
rocky ground.
Songs
We've
in the
been traveling
heavens,
over
and a
rocky
new
ground.
day is
Rocky
arising.
ground. You use your muscle and your mind and you pray your best, that your best is good enough. The Lord will do your rest. You raise your children, you teach them to walk straight and sure. You pray that hard times come no more. Try to sleep, you toss and turn, the bottom's dropping out. Where you once had faith, now there's only doubt. Pray for guidance, only silence now meets your prayers. The morning breaks, you awake, no one's there.
We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground.
New day coming.
We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky
There's a
ground.
new day coming.
We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky
There's a
ground.
new day coming.
We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky
There's a
ground.
new day coming.
Rise up, shepherd, rise up.
Rocky ground.
Flock
We've been
has
traveling
roamed
over rocky
farther
ground.
from the
Rocky
hills.
ground.
Skies
We've
are
been traveling
fading,
over
sky
rocky
is still.
rocky ground. And
Angels
we've
are
been
shouting,
traveling over rocky
glory,
ground. Rocky
hallelujah.
ground.
We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. And we've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. And we've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. And we've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. And we've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. We've been traveling over rocky ground, rocky ground. Miss Alicia McLeish. Thanks for coming up and playing with us tonight. I'd like to turn the stage over to her for an original song and let you get to know her a little bit more.
Thanks. So I'm going to show you guys a new song that I actually just wrote last week. I grew up listening to hymns and I found them really comforting. And I actually read a line the other day that I thought was so beautiful. It said that God sings over us. And I thought that was really beautiful because we often hear so many thoughts of just God being angry and hateful, and I just thought that was such a beautiful idea that God would sing over everyone, over all of us. And anyway, so I wrote this sort of hymn. pass through rivers, when I walk through fire, I will not be afraid. When I climb up mountains, when I'm low in valleys, I will not be afraid. Oh Lord, you sing over me. You call me precious in your sight, and you cover me with love. And when I pass through rivers, when I walk through fire, I will not be afraid. When I climb up mountains, when I'm low in valleys, I will not be afraid. Oh Lord, you sing over me. You call me precious in your sight, and you cover me with love. Oh Lord, you sing over me. You call me precious in your sight, and you cover me with love. You are the voice in the wind that whispers love in my ear. You are the storm within me that brings me to my knees. You are the voice in the wind that whispers love in my ear. You are the storm within me that brings me to my knees. You are the voice in the wind. You are the storm within me. So I'm guessing Clint is going to come back up here now. Yeah, there we go.
Isn't she great? I'm spun, tonight I'm spun. Come on, spin me. Spin me around and don't look down, no. Spun me around right where I'm bound. Look what I found inside the weather, under a feathered dead bird flying high, high. Oh, I was high at a low tide. Love is a crime. Who's that kissing? What are you missing? Won't you just sit there and listen? My blood runs out like a gypsy. Just keep moving, you're improving. Run like a ghost with the real man's eyes. Don't get caught by the dragonflies. Hey! Hey, hey! There is a secret core of meaning and of waiting, moving and shaking below the surface, trying to rise and shine, trying to rise and shine. Hey, hey! Get lost, look in the mirror. But don't you tell me if you see her. No, no, just a roll. Roll with your soul. Watch the whole world. Watch the whole world going round and around and around and around. I was laying upside down. I was trying to push the sun back down now. I was laying upside down. I was trying to push the sun back down. Oh, down. She spun me around now. I'm getting wound. Wound like a tight string. Round like a raven's wing. I say no thanks. No, 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 no. I don't want no wedding ring. I don't hear the bells ring. I only feel what I sing. I only feel what I sing. I only feel what I sing. Oh, 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 oh. There is a secret core, a meaning and of waiting to be discovered. In every life right now, here in every life. Come on now, in every life. Right here in you and me. Right here in every life. I'm spun. Not to fear. No, this is the one that went to Everest. You can't even break it. It's indestructible. I once used it as a paddle to get out of Shit Creek. Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. I'll play a song from it just to prove it. A little out of tune, but you know, that never hurt nobody. So there I am, higher than I've ever been in my entire life in Nepal, on Mount Everest. Come on, let's be clear here. And it's freezing out. I've got 12 layers of mountaineering gear on, and I've got this guitar. I'm in Lukla, right where you fly in to start hiking up to the base camp. We're playing a concert there. We're streaming it live. It's a 16-hour concert. Seriously. Went till from like 3 in the afternoon till dawn. That's how they do it in Nepal. It took all of the electricity in the entire village just to run the concert. Everybody had to turn off all their power. And we did the concert, and so we did it all night long. And to be there and from Redmond and representing hometown and getting a chance to go up the highest you can possibly go and sing as loud as you can and hope the words and music just kind of filter all over the world. I've got a mountain to climb before I get over this hill. I've got the world to unwind before I ever sit still. I've got a hard road to hoe before my seed is sown. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. I've got so much to put down before that's all she wrote, and I've got so much to give, for my heart ain't so broke. I've got to find myself before I can never be alone. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. And there's this ocean reason I can't explain, and there's the weight of the world like a ball and a chain, and there's this black hole inside me I fill up with stone. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. And there's this man I never met before, but looks a lot like me. And there's this little place called heaven that I'll probably never see. And there's this thing called peace of mind that I have never known. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. I've got a long way to get before I get back home. I have climbed highest mountain. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You guys are awesome. Having a great time tonight. Surrounded by Craig and Taylor Larson on the bar. Yeah, pouring the sweet drinks. A round of applause for Kevin Oakes running sound, streaming it live to the world tonight. And hello, Shani down in Africa, who's watching tonight too. Hi, Shani. The whole family says hello and sends our love. And the walls are covered with incredible paintings. Tonight, Mr. Peter Morley is here, and he's an incredible local artist. He's a teacher, professor at DigiPen. And would you stand up and raise your hand? And Mr. Peter Morley, everybody. Now, before I met Peter, I knew Decker. Well, Decker was working here, and Decker would say, man, I got the coolest teacher at DigiPen. And it's all about how, I'm a musician, I'm not an artist. And the way that Decker described it was masterpieces happen with as few strokes as possible. And that's how an artist works. And when Peter said he teaches a figure drawing class there at DigiPen, and when he said, "Oh, well, are nudes okay to do at Soul Food?" I said, "Oh yeah, nudity is fine. Violence doesn't really go over well. But we all got bodies, and it's that celebration in spring. And thank you very much for having your artwork here. Another round of applause for Peter Morley. The artwork is going to be up for the next 2 weeks, and I'd like to also now invite up Aaron. Aaron, are you out there? Yeah, come on up, Aaron. Oh, yeah. I'll bring a folding chair, maybe, if you want to sit.
You put a strap here.
Oh, yeah. You kind of
I think I might want to dance it.
Yeah, right? Good idea. Aaron and I are going to do hippie drum and bass. If you didn't know the difference between hippie drum and bass and like heavy metal, we use acoustic basses and djembes instead of techno kind of thing. I wrote this next song while I was living on a sailboat. I was living on Serendipity, 34-foot sloop rigged sailboat. And there was a sailing term when the shit is really hitting the fan and the wind's really kicking. You reef your sails down, get less windage, and then you can kind of handle the storm. And I always took that as a metaphor of in life when it starts to get stormy, you reef, you pull in your sails, and you tighten up. The song's called Reef. Down, heartbeat, boom, bang, sails begin to blow. Rigging sounds, a rattle, shake, quick, shiver in your guts, says to go. Waves kick, storm is a-coming, see no place to hide. So you make your stand, say I am who I am, and you hope for the other side. No matter who or what or where you are, when you know you're gone too far, and the sky ain't shooting no shining star, you hold on tight and reef. In, clock out, time ticking, day just slips away. Trading sweat for every dollar you get on an 8-hour day. The boss comes by, won't look you in the eye, says your job here now is through. You got mouths to feed and bills to need, know what you're gonna do. No matter who or what or where you are, when you know you're gone too far, and the sky ain't shooting no shining star, you hold on tight and reef. Room, just another day in school. Getting picked and pushed and shoved around by the kids who think they're too cool. Making fun attack for the clothes on your back. I hear all the names that call. But today's the day you and me find out if it's true or the harder they fall. No matter who or what or where you are, when you know you're gone too far, and the sky ain't shooting no shining star, you hold on tight and reef. Mr. Aaron, everybody. You'll see him next mid-shift tomorrow right here from 10 to 5 making coffee. Okay, Aaron started it. Now I gotta play it too. Marching forward. marching forward. That's what it feels like tonight. Just kind of moving through it, praying that sometime sunshine will come back to our neighborhood. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Now, there are skeptics that say it's not going to happen. But I believe it's going to happen, though. Believe it's going to happen. If not, we'll all get in a big van and go down to California. But, how about that if that doesn't work? Life in the circus, it ain't easy. The people on the outside don't know. The tent goes up, the tent comes down, and all that they see is the show. The ladies on the horses look so pretty. The lions are all looking real mad. Some of the clowns are happy, and some of them are sad. But underneath is a reflection that the makeup is not making. Hell no, life under the big top, it's about freedom, it's about faking. There's an art to the laughter, there's a science. You need a little love and compliance. You need a little love and compliance. Oh, welcome to the freak show, here we go. Oh, just another freak show, here we go. Oh, welcome to the freak show, here we go. Oh, just another freak show, here we go. Hey! We live to hear the slack jaw gasping. We live under a halo of held breath. And when the children raise up their giant shields of laughter, it's just like they're fending off death. And we can make something bigger than any one of us alone. But then the clowns would take off their makeup and all the people would all go home. Life on the outside, it ain't easy. No elephants, no sequins, no parading around. The big top comes and the big top goes, and they're stuck in this fucking town. You need a little love and compliance. 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 Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Just another freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Welcome to the freak show, here we go. Yeah. Color. Does everything have to be beige? Shit. So, being from here and new people coming to the neighborhood and working on the Arts Commission and just getting a chance to really work with some incredible people that advocate for the arts, that represents the artists and are thinking about the town and what it means to be from here. And one of the new festivals that are happening this spring is the Festival of Color. Color. It's going to be right there in the center in the new green patch in the middle of town, which is over time becoming our town center park with a stage and anything that we dream up. There'll be a big sculpture there going up this fall that the Arts Commission worked on. And this Festival of Color that's happening, check this out. This is what you do. Everybody gathers, and then you take these paints and you throw them at each other. Yeah, and you color each other, and you go up to the people you don't know and say blue, or I don't know, I've never done it before. But this is a long-standing festival in India that is now in our neighborhood, and so they are, and as we sit at the Arts Commission meeting and we're talking about this, and you hear that this is all, edible paint or non-toxic paint and all of that stuff, but come out to the Festival of Color. When is it? It is on the, Pat, do you, when it? 23rd of March. Perfect, because it'll probably be same weather as it is today. And sorry. There's a poster up on the door. And, yep, check it out. And wow, right in the middle of March when there's no hope in sight. There's a festival of color. So growing up here, and I've got a 14-year-old daughter too who's growing up here in Redmond Middle School, and so I stay tight to the teenagers, and I see the teenagers come in here too, and I remember distinctly being one, and everything was life and death at that point in time, and there was nothing meaner than a passing period through school, that 5 minutes between classes where you get made fun of and picked on, and that either kills you or it makes you stronger. It made me a guitar player. I needed to say something back, and it was strong, getting picked on. Well, I stood stone-like right at midnight, suspended in my masquerade, and I combed my hair till it was just right, and commanded the night brigade. Open the pain and crossed by the rain, I walked on a crooked crutch. I stood all alone through the fallout zone, and came out with my soul untouched. I hid in the crowded warmth of the crowd, but when they said sit down, I stood up. Growing up, it ain't easy just growing up. Well, the flag of piracy flew tall from my mast, yar. My sails were set wing to wing. I had a jukebox graduate for a first mate. She couldn't sail, but she sure could sing. We took B-52s and bombed them with the blues, with our gear set stubborn on standing. We broke all the rules and strafed our old high school, and never once gave thought to landing. I hid in the crowded warmth of the crowd, but when they said sit down, I stood up. Oh, oh, growing up. Growing up, oh, growing up. Well, I took month-long vacations way out there in the stratosphere. You know it's really hard to hold your breath. I swear I lost everything I ever loved or feared. I was the cosmic kid in full costume dress. Now my feet, they finally took root in the earth, and I got me a nice little place way out in the stars. I swear I found the keys to the whole wide universe, and the strumming of this old guitar. In the crowded warmth of the crowd, but when they said sit down, I stood up. Oh, 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 growing up, growing up, growing up. Growing up, growing up, a lot happens in that time period. Promises we make to ourselves that whether we remember it or not, we still keep to this day. And to this day. I'd like to take another crack at another sharing of another artist. To This Day is the name of this song, our poetry piece. And he, about being in school and getting bullied, and a lot of what happens, the compassion we learn or feel starts then. And if we can teach our kids to be nice to each other, maybe have that be one of the subjects instead of like math or PE or I don't know. But maybe that happens at home. Or maybe that just happens as adults and we start being nice to each other, and then it trickles down, the trickle-down theory, and then kids start being nice to each other. And so tonight, just take a moment to remember that promise that you made to yourself when you were a teenager. And when next time you see a teenager, look them in the eye and give them that same look like you understand and they're not alone. And this is a artist from Vancouver, BC named Shane. And here's this piece called To This Day.
When I was a kid, I used to think that pork chops and karate chops were the same thing. I thought they were both pork chops. And because my grandmother thought it was cute, and because they were my favorite, she let me keep doing it. Not really a big deal. One day, before I realized fat kids are not designed to climb trees, I fell out of a tree and bruised the right side of my body. I didn't want to tell my grandmother about it.
Technical difficulties. It happens. It happens to the best of them. In high school, I was in band, played trombone. I was in jazz band. I was in orchestra. I was in theater. I couldn't throw or catch, so it kept me out of sports. And at that point in time, it wasn't really cool to be a fella and not know how to throw or catch a football, be in the marching band comparatively to the field. And I remember sitting, going into the band rehearsal room or little practice room, having my lunch there in my sophomore and junior year, too scared to go to the cafeteria kind of thing. And then by the time my senior year hit, I was just focused on the art that I was doing, and I decided not to even care about the social try not to care about the social aspect of school. And that homecoming, they made me homecoming king. I didn't know I had been hiding in the bathroom. They didn't. You just never know what is going to happen through school, and it's kind of funny, right? Well, we're all friends at this point in time. The wretched desert takes its form, the jackal, proud and tight. In search of you, I feel my way through slowest heaving night. Whatever fear invents, I swear it make no sense. I reach out through the border fence. Come down, come talk to me. Swirling, curling, storm of desire, unuttered words hold fast. With the reptile tongue, the lightning lashes, towers built to last. Darkness creeps in like a thief and offers no relief. Why are you shaking like a leaf? Come down, come talk to me. Please talk to me. Won't you please come talk to me? Just like it used to be. If you only would come talk to me. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. The earthly power sucks shadowed milk from sleepy tears undone. From nippled skin as smooth as silk, the bugle blows as one. You lie there with your eyes half closed, like there's no one there at all. There's a tension pulling on your face. Come down, come talk to me. Won't you please talk to me? Won't you please come talk to me? Just like it used to be. If you only would come talk to me. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. I can't imagine a moment of breaking out through the silence, all the things that we both might say. In our hearts they will not be denied until we're both on the same damn side and the future's blown away. Said please talk to me. Won't you please come talk to me? Just like it used to be. If you only would come talk to me. I did not come to steal. This is all so unreal. Can you show me how you feel now? Come on, talk to me. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Show me how you do that trick, the one that makes me scream, she said. The one that makes me laugh, she said, and threw her arms around my neck. Show me how you do that trick, and I promise run away with you. You, soft and only you, lost and lonely you, strange as angels dancing in the deepest ocean, twisting in the water. You're just like a dream, just like a dream. Daylight lifts me into shape. Well, I must have been so asleep for days on days, and moving lips to breathe her name. Will I open up my eyes? Found myself so far away. She said, why don't you ever know I'm in love with you? I'm in love with you. Soft and only you, lost and lonely you, just like heaven. Strolling on the street, nothing on my feet. The day is being born. Dreaming of my lover, don't want no other. Loving is the plan. Birds are singing, times are dreaming. The world is open wide. The chords are coming, rhymes are drumming. The tempo is the guide. And all I ever wanted was you. Hope in a cup, gonna light it up. The magic starts to spin. The words transpire, hear the inner choir. Let the light shine in. Pen to paper, come to center. Listen for the muse. Play your part, don't be scared to start. Let the light shine in. And all I ever needed was you. You're all I ever needed to be true. Strumming on the strings, truth starts to ring. Ideas are being born. Inspiration winning, fate is a grinning. It's the perfect storm. Telling their story in all its glory. how it all began. A boy meets girl, they take on the world, and love's the only plan. And all I ever needed was you. You're all I ever needed to be true, to be true. Hope in a cup, gonna light it up. Magic is the plan. She came to me in a dream last night. It was a little dark, it was kind of hard to see. From out of the black whispers my name, Clint, in a voice as hot as a flame. She leaned close to me and asked me to dance. Said, boy, this might be your last chance. Stand close to me now, look right into my eyes. Now tell me, how bad do you really wanna touch the skies? I am alive. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am alive. I will be who I want to be right now. Right now. An old man, he sits beside himself at a table neath a window near the door. And I stop and think to myself, did he ever really want more? Did he laugh? Did he live? Did he love and forgive? Did he yell just as loud as he could? At the end of his day, does he sit back and say all the things he wished he would? I am alive. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am alive. I will be who I want to be right now. Do you laugh? Do you live? Do you love and forgive? Do you yell just as loud as you could? And at the end of your day, do you sit back and say all the things that you wished you would? Sing with me. I am alive. I will sing, I will dance and scream. I am alive. I will be who I want to be here now. privilege to hang out with you guys tonight. Thanks for coming out to the big show and to start March all together. We got an open mic tomorrow night, so if anything tonight inspired you to sing and play, come out tomorrow, 5 o'clock, and we'll start up a show, and we'll play until everybody's done singing. And there's all sorts of cool things happening. The Baha'i New Year is going to be celebrated here just around the corner. Just booked an author who is going to be doing a TED Talks first and then soul food. I thought that's cool. People are starting to wake up. Sun and spring is around the corner. That's good to see you too, Captain. Oh man, it's good to see you, Faye. Thanks for the smiles. This last fall, I got an opportunity to do something I don't get to do, and that's act in a short film, an independent film, directed and written by Captain Chambers here, and called Brother. It's a film filmed on Super 8, and I didn't know what that meant until the night that we first started filming, and I was nervous, and you hear it's like action, click, rolling, you hear and all of a sudden anything inside you that's Cary Grant comes out. You hear this like and I swaggered a little bit, and it was awesome. It was a great experience. The coolest crew, and it's a dark subject matter, just like dealing with a bunch of anger, and Captain thought it would be great if I was the angry person in the film, and because I play that so well, and so we tricked Taylor and Craig to be in the film too. Yeah, I get to yell at Craig and hit Taylor. It's awesome. We had like fantasies, finally staffing fantasies. It's just awesome. And so we're working on that. That'll be coming out spring sometime, summertime. What's that? April or May. Yeah. We'll do a screening for it here and shout out about it. Listen to the wind of my soul. Where I end up, I think only Sarah really knows. Probably. I sat upon the setting sun and never, I never wanted water once. I never, never. No. Oh, I listen to the words, but they fall far below. I let the music take me where my heart wants to go. Where my heart wants to go. step. Oh, and I was needing, I was looking for a little more. Well, I ran till my feet fell deep, so deep in the sand. And I stood there just wondering what it felt like to be a man. Just to understand. I had a dream I was sailing around the world. I could feel it spinning and I was part of her twirl. She held me in her arms like a ring around the sun, and whispered to me, hey, that we, you and me are one. Yeah, we are one. And all around the world, faces like yours are smiling, and the world keeps twirling round and round and round. Round, 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 round. Round, round. If I told you once, well, I told you like 1,000 times. It's the beat of my heart that keeps me right in line. Well, I will not bend and I will not sway. Hell no, I will live like this till the very last day. When the sun goes down and the lights go out, well, star will rise, I will scream, I will shout, love. Or maybe I'll whisper, love. I think I sang out my heart tonight. It was you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for marching forward with me, with us. Oh, I listen to the words, but they fall far below. I let the music take me where my heart wants to go. Thank you. I got one more song for you guys tonight to send you off with a little serenade. Something in a little lower register, probably. Something about superheroes. Because every time we do something that we know is the right thing, it's like a little inner superhero light comes out. You know it because inside of you, you giggle a little bit. Keep doing those things. We'll do those things, and eventually spring will sprung. And Tarzan, I wasn't a ladies' man. He just come along, swoop him up under his arms like that, quick as a cat, and do nothing. Clark Kent. There was a real gent. He wouldn't be caught sitting around on no jungle scape, dumb as an ape, doing nothing. Superman never made any money for saving the world from Solomon Grundy. Sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him. Folks said his family were all dead. His plan had crumbled, but Superman, he forced himself to carry on. Forget Krypton, keep on going. Tarzan was king of the jungle and lord over all the apes. But he could hardly string together 4 words. I Tarzan, you Jane. But he stayed in the city, kept on changing clothes in dirty old phone booths till his work was through. Had nothing to do but go on home. Superman never made any money for saving the world from Solomon Grundy. Sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him. Sometimes I despair the world will never see another man like him. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight and sharing this night and being friends. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Well, there's no backstage to like hide in and then be mysterious. But if you insist, okay. I was just thinking about that same one. Let's play that one. Yeah. Encore, a request and an encore. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, thanks for being here. Love you too. Thanks for this place, Soul Food, man, it's so special. What's that? Oh yeah, we're having the Baha'i holiday here. See, We like pick a path and we'll meet at the light. That's our slogan here. And so Baha'i New Year, or the urns of Rumi with the Sufis, or the the Methodists that were here, the Celtic Irish Methodist Band, or just all the different things. So on the Baha'i New Year, we'll be here celebrating and feasting and singing. I'll give you thanks, Kevin. My name is Sam and I'm the family dog. I lie around sleeping. Wait, do over just a second. One more up. See, even happier. My name is Sam and I'm the family dog. I lie around sleeping all day long. While Trevor's at school, I'm home alone. And I run to the door when Trevor gets home. And he hugs my neck and he says my name. We throw the ball for a while, then he's off again. And it's just a few minutes of his time, and I am just another stop along the way. But those few minutes, he's all mine, are the best few minutes of my whole day. My name is Trevor and I'm in the 5th grade. My dad is named Ben and he works long days. After school, I'm home alone. And I run to the door when my dad gets home. And he ruffles my hair and we talk about stuff. He makes me dinner, then I go to bed. And it's just a few minutes of his time, and I am just another stop along the way. Those few minutes, he's all mine, are the best few minutes of my whole day. My name is Ben and I'm a single dad. My father's in a home and he's getting real bad. And I go to see him with Trevor and Sam. But most of the time, he don't know who I am. But sometimes there is the light in his eyes. He says my name and we talk about stuff. And it's just a few minutes of his time, and I am just another stop along the way. But those few minutes, he's all mine, are the best few minutes of my whole day. I'm an old man and I've lost my mind, and I can't tell what's real most of the time. But there's a boy boy named Trevor and a man named Ben. And I've seen them before, but I'm not sure when. And they always bring a dog named Sam, who licks my face and lays his head in my hand. And it's just a few minutes of his time, and I am just another stop along the way. But those few minutes, he's all mine, are the best few minutes of my whole day. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me tonight. Love you guys. Good night. Alicia McLeish on the piano tonight. Kevin Oakes on sound. Taylor and Craig Larson, the most dangerous men in Redmond, running the bar. Thank you, Sarah. I love you. I love you, Maine. I love you, Katie. Happy March.